Why is there Armenia? What is the raison d'être, the reason of being of the independent Republic of Armenia? The answer to this question is absolute and unequivocal. Armenia exists for the Armenian people to exist in peace. Armenia exists for the Armenian heritage to exist in peace. And not only to exist, but to live on and to prosper. Before us lie volumes of testaments from the annals of history that show when the Armenian people have been under hostile rule, they have lived under the constant threat of annihilation. And when Armenian heritage has fallen under hostile control, it has been immediately and irreversibly destructed. Today, history repeats. In the occupied Armenian city of Shushi, under the guise of so-called renovation, Azerbaijan seeks to erase any trace from the face of the Holy Ghazan Cathedral of its undeniable Armenian identity. Ironically, this so-called renovation is being carried on by the same country that shelled it twice, on the same day, in the exact same spot during the 2020 Artsakh war, while women and children were inside. It must be remarked that during the first Artsakh war, Azerbaijan used the Holy Ghazan Cathedral as a military arsenal, as a storage for its weapons, knowing very well that Armenians would never strike their own church. This reminds me of the judgment of Solomon, which revealed who the real mother of the child is. In the occupied Armenian region of Hadrut, an Azerbaijani soldier points his rifle at a khachkar, an Armenian crossbow, and opens fire, obliterating the peaceful yet powerful face of ancient culture. One would think, but what does an armed person have to fear from an immobile, unarmed artifact? So much so that he has the urge to shoot at it. It is nothing else than the visceral human emotion of hatred imbibed in his psyche over generations of anti-Armenian state propaganda. It is the haunting fear that a carved stone bearing the Holy Cross stands as an unsilenced witness to the name of the true keepers of this land. Merely a few days ago, violating a precarious ceasefire agreement, the Azerbaijani army seized the Armenian village of Parukh in the Askiran region of the Artsakh Republic. Until this day, maintains and occupies a position on the height that overlooks the entire village. Naturally, peaceful civilians avoid returning to their homes for the threat of being murdered at whim should they dare to leave their homes to, for example, go to school or tend to their fields. In thinking of this event, no other phrase comes to mind to describe it other than terrorism, keeping peaceful people under the constant fear for their lives. Today, we gather to pray for the souls of the 3 heroic Armenian soldiers who were martyred in defending the village of Parukh, and for the souls of all Armenian soldiers who have heroically fallen in defending the motherland. And here we are, several thousands of miles away, with an entire planet physically separating us from the atrocities I recount. What can I do? One may ask, in genuine desire to help, or maybe in dangerous resignation. Deep inside, each of us knows perfectly well what is within one's powers given the current crisis. And so the best person to ask this question is yourself. What can you do? Yet if I were to offer an equally clear roadmap, it would be as follows. Those who can pick up arms and defend, defend. Those who cannot defend, donate. Those who cannot donate, volunteer. Those who cannot volunteer, speak. And speak everyone can do and must do, be it politician or businessman or ordinary citizen. And alongside the above mentioned, continue doing whatever you are doing, professionally or academically, and do it exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Yet beyond the question of what can I do, one must first look straight into the eyes of another equally pressing question. Why must I do it? Why must you do it? You must do it because your country is in danger. You must do it because when your country is in danger, your name is in danger. You are in danger. As we established at the top, Armenia exists so that you exist. Armenia is so that you be. And so, if Armenia is no more, over time, you will be no more. Today, when we are blessed by the grace of God and the sacrifices of our ancestors to have an independent country, our national identity necessarily is defined by that country. All the paths of being called Armenian go to and pass through Armenia. We are all ideologically, culturally, spiritually, and for very many also legally, citizens of Armenia. A bullet fired towards the border of Armenia is a bullet fired towards one's identity. If I may, towards one's face. And so, as we gather here tonight to join our hands and bow our heads and beseech the Lord for His deliverance and guidance and might, may we be open within ourselves to accept His wisdom and will and channel this through ourselves towards defending our homeland, our name, and our peace.